much, Speaker. My question goes back to the Premier. The auditors said the perception is created that the government has more money available than it actually does. The real deficit numbers are astounding, and they are double what they told us in this House. $11.7 billion next year, $12.2 billion the year after that, $12.5 billion the year after that, after they promised us that they would balance the budget. The deficit is out of control, and the government—
Minister of Agriculture, Food and Rural Affairs is warned. Finish, please.
They can heckle all they want, but what they're really trying to do is pull the wool over the people of Ontarians' eyes. Will the Premier come clean and admit that the real numbers in her budget are double?
Thank you.
Minister of Finance.
Minister of Finance.
Mr. Speaker, I appreciate the work the Auditor General has done, and I recognize that throughout her deliberations, and we just did speak yesterday for some time, she says this, Mr. Speaker: the pre-election report provided, which is the one that we presented just at the time of the budget, are reasonable and is cautious in its underpinning of fiscal forecast. She reaffirms that our track to back to balance is actually prudent. She recognizes that the forecast we put forward is actually cautious. And, Mr. Speaker, furthermore, she is again referencing two issues that the accountants, professional accounting firms, is in dispute with the Auditor General in its reflection of those requirements. But it's fully transparent. The debt is reflected. The amount of transactions are apparent. It's there for all to be seen. And furthermore, it's reaffirmed and reinforced by the investors who are making the loans in respect to those very issues, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Speaker, you can tell their numbers are bogus because they're playing musical chairs with who has to answer over there. What the auditor actually said is that the election report is not a reasonable presentation of Ontario's election finances. How can this government be trusted? The actual deficit will be double at $11.7 billion. The auditor is here to hold the government accountable, and they brush her aside like she's a nuisance. She's here for the good of the public. The Premier is only there for the good of the Liberal Party. So I ask, Speaker, why is this government so intent on avoiding accountability, and where is the secret hidden ledger?
Be seated, please. Be seated, please. Thank you. Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the member now is attacking the public service, the accountants of this organization. She's attacking KPMG, who actually performs the audit for ISO. She's attacking Deloitte, who's reaffirmed the process that has been made. She's attacking, Mr. Speaker, E&Y, who's audited the work of OPG. Clean audit on both cases, Mr. Speaker. Furthermore, she's attacking Deloitte.
The member from Oxford is warned. Minister.
He's attacking Deloitte, who is also reflected on the issues of pensions. Let me be clear. We slayed the deficit based on the work we've done. We've balanced the budget. We have a $600 million surplus and going.
Be seated, please. Be seated, please. Start. Final supplementary.
The finance minister were still at the bank and be fired for what we just said. This government is intent on hiding the truth from Ontario taxpayers when the real deficit and debt figures—
I'm not going to accept that. Withdraw, please.
withdrawn.
Finish.
But I'm not attacking our valued public servants. I'm not attacking outside auditors who don't have the full picture that the Auditor General does. But I am attacking this government for withholding the facts from the Ontario taxpayer by suggesting they have a $6.7 billion deficit when in fact it is doubled. And they are going to continue to double it over the next 3 years. They've not slaved the deficit, they've grown the deficit, and that's going to hurt future generations, including your kids, including your grandkids, including my daughter. So where is the secret ledger? Why won't you provide it to this legislature today?
seated, please. Be seated, please. Thank you. Minister?
President Treasury Board, Mr. Speaker.
Your Treasury Board.
No, it's just not working.
Excuse me. The member from Nepean Carleton has done something she knows I don't like. And it won't happen again. President.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. You know, Speaker, I know that on days like today when tensions can be high in the House, things can be said, Speaker, but I want to join the Minister of Finance in outlining the fact that the member opposite has just cast aspersions on our professional public service. And she is, and I take great exception to that, Speaker. These are people who work hard. They are among the best public servants in the country. They are also working incredibly diligently with the Auditor General, Speaker. That's what we know. That's what we expect. And the member opposite should actually be taking those comments back, Mr. Speaker. I will say this. The Auditor General has said that our books are prepared with an accordance of prudence and cautious assumptions.